much better. I'm gonna keep doing it.
All right, so that is Joe Thompson's violin coming back to life for the first time, and who knows?
Nice.
Good. That's Money Musk, right?
Yeah.
And who would have played Money Musk?
Eston Hemmings would have played it. Thomas Jefferson played it. Thomas Jefferson wrote it in his own hand in one of his music books.
And is that the actual tempo, you think? Or was it slower or faster, or was it any?
I mean, it's probably more like a dance tempo, isn't it? I would think that, like, because you have to think about what the steps would have been.
Yeah.
So nobody could have danced to that.
No. And what would have the Scots children would have played?
So they were playing like the most fashionable opera tunes of the day. So
Give us an example.
There's like the Valse Infernal from Meyerbeer's opera.
What else?
So from that same opera, there's this really sweet tune that, like, in its like classical form, doing this very like stately dance, and instead
Who were the Scots?
So they were the cousins of the Hemmings. So there was Jesse Scott, the father, who had indigenous roots, and his father was the white governor of Kentucky. And he had children with one of the Hemmings girls, and all three of them played fiddle, Robert, James, and Thomas, and had a grandson as well, who was a fiddler and a cello player.
Were they popular in Charlottesville at some point?
They were extremely popular in Charlottesville. They played for all of the barbecues, the college graduations. They would have played at the University of Virginia for all the dances there. And they played for the Cool Springs Barbecue Club. There's this wonderful photograph of them standing sort of shoulder to shoulder with all the white elite of Charlottesville.
Do you think that is because they looked white enough to stand up with the whites, or?
I mean, they definitely, yes, that's part of the story, is that they looked whiter than some of the other black folks in Charlottesville. But I think the fact that they were musicians really elevated their status. I think their connection to Thomas Jefferson really elevated their status, because Jesse Scott was playing up at Monticello for all the dances there. He played for Lafayette's visit to Virginia in 1824. So there was this sense in which the Scots were musical royalty in Charlottesville.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, what John Sullivan said, that, the whiter they look, in a sense, the more legitimate or the easier it was to coexist, no?
Yeah. It made a huge difference for them, and in fact, later generations of the Scots passed for white.
Are there any descendants today?
There are. They don't want to be contacted, is what I've heard, and so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we stand in front of the house and?
I kind of want to do my own research and figure out who they are, but.
All right, let's go play a little bit more. Another
Yeah.
Scott tune.
This violin eats resin.